Hello, this is Jess. Chat session number 74, January 13th, 2018, Saturday, about 10 o'clock in the evening. Was off work today. Went to bed late, like 9 or 10 this morning. Got up at 4. That's pretty much about it. My leg is really swollen today for some reason. On my surgery leg, it's really swollen, but so far it's alright, but it's almost uncomfortable. It's starting to get me a little irritated. Anyway, enough about that. The thought for the day, I'm going to work on that one. I don't have one yet, but I will next time. Next chat session if we make one. Alright, we're going to go right into the tidbits of history. This is 1118. Pope Honorius II grants a papal sanction to the military order known as the Knights Templar, declaring it to be an army of God. They had a self-imposed mission, which was to protect Christian pilgrims during their trips to and from the Holy Land, and to assist in the Crusades against the Muslims. They were founded in 1118. At the end of the Crusades in the early 14th century, the order had grown very powerful and wealthy, provoking King Philip IV of France and Pope Clement V to dissolve the order of the Templar Knights in 1312. Their legend lives on. There's a few movies that have been made about them. They were a very strong military, religious combination group of soldiers, and they just grew so big that it created jealousy from the governments and also from the actual Vatican, the Pope, and all that, so they were taken out. Alright, that's that tidbits of history. Now we're going to go on to 1962. Ernie Kovacs, a comedian who hosted his own television shows during the 1950s and is said to have influenced the hosts like Johnny Carson and David Letterman, dies at the age of 42 after crashing his Chevy Corvair into a telephone pole in Los Angeles during a rainstorm. This car, the Chevy Corvair, was a car of unsafe issues and targeted in Ralph Nader's book Unsafe at Any Speed, which talked about vehicles at that time in the 60s that were unsafe, and there was no regulation on the big motor companies like Ford and General Motors and Dodge, so they were just making cars that weren't safe for the road conditions, and they would go too fast and people were getting killed. A lot of injuries occurred from just simple roadworthy issues that made the cars unsafe. So that got the start for Ralph Nader to be he was the advocate of the people on products and stuff, and he wrote a book about all the unsafe cars at the time, and that's what got him started in the area of politics. But anyway, this guy, maybe he was just going too fast in that car or whatever during a rainstorm, and that took care of that. But it made national attention because of the talked about in Ralph Nader's book, Unsafe at Any Speed. Alright, that takes care of the tidbits of history. And now we're going to do something new. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start tonight, chat session number 74. I'm going to read one line from a book that I'm writing, and each night I'll read a sentence or two, and we'll go from there with each one, and then I'll start figuring out some other stuff to hopefully make the talks a little more interesting, and maybe give some stuff for people to follow. This is what I'm going to read tonight. The book is not titled yet. It's just a start. And here it goes. It was a dark, moonless night. Raldo checked his belt for his dagger. The movement was to his left, ever so quiet, moving towards him. And that's it. That's all I'm going to read. You'll hear more on the next tape. So we're done with that. That's called the sentence by sentence, one book at a time kind of thing. And that's I'm just starting that right now. I hope everyone had a good Saturday. It's still cool here where I'm at. And we're moving forward with some other ideas. And hopefully I'll be able to talk about them here on my chat sessions. I'm getting ready to push this a little more advanced, make it a little more interesting, equipment, etc., etc. I'm in the process of working all the details out on that right now for financing of some things that I'd like to try. So that's something to look forward to. The people who have endured these first 74 chat sessions are going to see a growth, and maybe that'll make them appreciate following if they've been listening to them and talking about them. Then that's pretty good. But I would appreciate if you would go to my YouTube page, just type in my name, Jess Malone, look for my picture, that's me, here I am. Click on that and you'll have access to the 74 chat sessions so far. And also a subscribe button will show up, and if you would subscribe, and it would really help me understand and hope that people might be listening to these sessions. I know that some of it may be boring to some people at some other time, but some of it might be interesting at the same time. So I just play it like that. This is the push forward. Like I said, this is day 74. I haven't missed a day within a 24-hour period. I've made a video every day. So that's an accomplishment for me. That's doing something every day. Whether or not it was good or bad, that's not the issue for me. It's more of just the continuous effort to work towards something that I have on my mind. And I'm using this video format as a beginning. This is how media empires get built, and that's what I want to do. That's what I'm going to have. That's that. I'm looking at the Tennessee New England Patriot game. Looks like New England has this game under control. It's fourth quarter, and I would say that the score is 35-7. So looks like it's going to be an easy win for New England. So I'm 1-1. I picked the Falcons over the Eagles. And the Eagles won. I picked New England over the Titans, and New England won. So I'm 1-1 for the day going into tomorrow. So we'll see what the final teams look like for the divisional championship. But anyway, this is again chat session number 74. I just rambled on about a few things. I don't know if ARYKA wants to talk or not. She may or may not. She's on her game, so she may not want to at this time.
I have exactly 1 month until my birthday.
They may or may not hear you.
Well, then you can repeat it back to them.
I don't know what you said.
I said I have exactly 1 month until my birthday.
Well, that's fine. You need to come over here to say it.
I already said it.
I don't know if they heard it.
Oh, too bad.
Alright. So we're going to cut it short. We're in the 9 to 10 minute range. Perfect for a chat session like this one. A little disorganized, but some ideas starting. We're going to start trying to get a little more technical about things, and I'm going to get some ideas for comments. I would like to maybe possibly offer some prizes for people who comment after I say a few things. That's coming, so just hold on to it. Subscribe to my channel if you would. That would make all this make sense if people were actually looking. View the videos if you wouldn't. If you know, I started with number 1, so this is 74, so you've missed 73. If this is your first one to see. Be truthful, be happy, and let's look out for each other, okay? Have a great Saturday evening, the rest of it.